weird matchup here. I like how we went from like super high octane matches to now what will probably not be.
Yeah, so footsies in Squirtle Wolf is a lot of lingering aerials, a lot of dash back, dash forth, like all the good stuff that we saw earlier. Footsies in this matchup is, I don't want to say non-existent, but I can't think of a better word right now. It's a lot of just like approaching game plan and who is able to control stage and monitor these different umbrellas rather than strictly finding individual interactions that can turn into long combos.
I feel like whenever I watch Snake pluck a grenade like in certain spots, and I'm like, why did you place it there? And then we see like a follow-up off of like grenade hit 1 and 2, and you're just like, oh, that's why that's there. But instead, we're on Pokemon Stadium 2, which for a lot of players would say that this is like one of Snake's best stages, but then you're up against Min Min, who has much more coverage in terms of the stage than you do as Snake. So now Ram is going to have to play the kind of catch-up game, and we are going to be able to find it. The smash there right now into the Nikita, but it's not going to be able to find its mark, but Das Boot in the face.
Yeah, it worked out in the end. The down smash was a little bit more, a safer punish. You get a little bit of a coverage in case of the roll in, but one of the biggest things I've been impressed by with JayCruw throughout the multiple sets that we've seen him is how many grabs he's been able to find as Min Min. Grabs is massive, not only to control the positioning, not only to control how and well to get characters off you and put them at an effective range to beat them up at, but also that powered up dragon takes no prisoners.
Yeah, absolutely. I super agree with you there. I think, once again, as Min Min into Snake, it's all the patience battle, but now Ram trying to find a way back into this 100% already, as JayCruw is just perfectly content with just not only soaking the grenade hit, but just waiting for their time to strike here, going for the nair there. It's not going to be enough here, as JayCruw, once again, going to put himself into the corner, as now Ram is going to be stuck on the ledge here, and especially versus Min Min, you don't want to be here.
What a spot dodge there from Ram in order to get out of the corner and set up their own bit of position here, covering for roll and for neutral get up, but Ram not ready for the reaction, and JayCruw just gave it up and got away with it. Like, that's some really intense awareness from JayCruw there to call out the feint and to put themselves in a really winnable position here in this stop 2. The trade working out in their favor.
Yeah, still, that's going to be the first time that we don't see Snake win a trade like that, too, especially with Min Min at really high percentage. Look at this, though. Pluck, pluck. I'm out of here. Let me just go on ahead and go back. Let me have all the fun with the rage here, but unfortunately, a whiffed grab is going to lead into basically a guaranteed up tilt punish here coming out from Ram. We're about 3 minutes in, and we are down to last stock here now. JayCruw trying to find a way in, but it will be Ram finding a little bit more percent, and now keeping JayCruw here stuck on the ledge.
Really putting a lot of stuff there, but look at Ram just hanging around on this platform, feinting some empty landings with Snake's solid fastball, but it's all... Whoa, the coverage there with the Nikita to pop up on the platform. Ram is just attacking at these different angles. Not necessarily a 45, but more like a 35,
36,
36, like a little bit higher, but more of the straight up and down. So you're always threatening land in forward tilt, land in up tilt. These frame 4 to frame 6 tilts that can be so dangerous for Min Min to deal with up close, while also avoiding all of these arms so well here.
It's going to be Ram finding the up air there and throwing out the up smash as well, trying to get a read on where JayCruw is going, but now they are going to switch positions, which I definitely don't recommend in the middle of last stock. Game number 1, no tech though. It's going to lead Ram into having the advantage here on the ledge. Nikita not going to be enough. Good spot dodge though into the slide in by JayCruw, and now it is very, very scary as we're going to see Megawatt out, and Megawatt is never out without bad intentions here. There's the dash in by Ram. We're getting so close here as now JayCruw trying to find a way in. Not going to go for the grab there, though. Very, very smart. And Ubel, this is going down to last hit at this point.
It certainly is, but last hit situations are so dangerous with Min Min because she can poke you from a million years away. The Megawatt Nair doesn't break the Cypher, but it is going to allow JayCruw to get out of the corner, set up for the position that they want to be in. A lingering Megawatt isn't going to find its mark, and Ram with the ballsiest dash attack to get out of the corner.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you kind of have to, right? You have to get your stage positioning here. It's going to be Grenade and Arm all switching and all getting this chip damage, but there's the down throw into the up tilt. That is going to be Ram squeaking out this game number 1.
I almost feel bad. Like,
Why? Why do you feel bad?
Yeah, well, I called it out a little earlier. It's like, wow, JayCrew's been like looking for a lot of grabs and finding a lot of success off of that. And then as soon as that happens, it felt like Ram noticed that as well. It's like, wow, I'm getting grabbed a lot. It's time to like not let that happen because.
What if we just stop?
What if we stop getting grabbed? Min has a super slow grab that she has to condition shield and then find it as a big punish. JayCruw taking advantage early of Ram anticipating the matchup. But once Ram started adapting to the player, that's when they found a ton of success and even able to take that game despite its super last-hit nature.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't remember, even though I casted last week. Is semis best of 3 or best of 5?
Top 3 is best of 5, so this is still best of 3.
Okay, got it. So this is very, very important for JayCruw here. Now, once again, we heard about the Steve. We have not seen the Steve.
Yes.
But especially now when you're down 1 game in a best of 3, when the game 1 was very, very close, and now you're going to Smashville, I guarantee you we're not seeing the switch, but instead we're going to still see that close quarters combat that Min does really, really well.
On a stage like Battlefield, you're giving Ram more access to that sort of, I can't think of the angle in my head, but that like 30-degree angle that I was mentioning a little bit earlier. So we might see a lot more up smash here from JayCruw as just a means of reversal, take out some of the means of approach straight on, or any sort of means that Ram might do in order to get to this platform. But when he's already on the platform, it's going to be real hard to get Ram off of it. Yeah,
I was about to say, right? I mean, you get to take Snake to a smaller stage, so you can box a little bit more, but you got to think about where you're taking Snake to, especially with that center platform like you were talking about, Ubel, especially where Snake has all the projectiles where it can really set up shop here. But now look at JayCruw going to be on the offensive side here of this edge guard, going to send Ram off once again. We're charging it up here, trying to get the jump read. Instead, Ram will cover up here. We're going for it again. We'll just get the grenade out of here. And now if you're Ram, you're going to be able to find a way out, but that was not looking too good for a quick second.
Both of these two are playing so well in disadvantage. Ram with the explosion, but then letting the Cypher pass through the stage to displace JayCruw, and then getting a dash attack off of it, a chance to find Nikita, but no dice. Just a down tilt as the punish, but JayCruw still in the corner. Chance for a grab here. A great parry.
Yeah, re-grab there too. Not going to be punished here. So now JayCruw using the boost to try and meet Ram in the sky, but Ram actually going to take the very low express train back and will be able to find the up tilt to get stock 1. But you know JayCruw already looking for another way to even things up.
Just chuckling at the fact that from one side of the stage to the other, Dragon Smash plus Laser covered the entire thing, forcing Ram into a really bad spot here off stage, looking for the upbeat, but not able to get the Dragon Arm to connect. Instead, it is Ram, but not surviving. Okay, I thought about it. I thought about it as like he makes it back, but any sort of interruption stops this, and JayCruw found the interrupt.
Your voice started to trail off, so I looked over really worried. I was like, are you okay?
Sorry, it's Min syndrome.
You know what? As casters ourselves, sometimes we just like, we're spectators too in a way, and sometimes we just are like, oh no. Like, our brains also stop thinking, but we are on second stock here as JayCruw is going to be able to bring the percentage lead back, but look at this, grenade into the up air. It's not going to be enough to make things even, but that dash attack will, as now Ram once again going to get set up here on the ledge, has to watch the C4. JayCruw will be able to avoid it at least for a moment before Ram is getting set up on that ledge once again. The jab, jab, jab. JayCruw, you need to get out of here, but on a small stage like Smashville, what does Ram not have covered?
It's really tough, especially seeing how Ram has found a lot more success pelting grenades straight forward, so that way he doesn't have to displace Snake to avoid a lot of these arms. He's comfortable blocking them, and he's comfortable letting the grenades take the hit of one of these arms, which, yeah, it doesn't stop the hitbox, but it stops the arm from moving forward, allowing for Snake to get a little bit of forward momentum himself. Great awareness there from Ram. and the Nikita certainly going to close up the stock, even if the back air did not.
Still, though, I like how JayCruw fighting this out as best as possible here. Going to explode the C4. Little hit of the Ram will be able to at least set things off, but great air dodge by Ram. Perfectly placing here. And I think what JayCruw has been struggling with is a lot of these, like, ciphers, too. A lot of the ciphers have been coming up through the stage, stopping a lot of these edge guards as well. Ram, though, not going to be able to live that one. Ubel, was that techable, or is that just
That was
gone?
definitely techable, but it was good job on the part of JayCruw of playing around what you exactly brought up, Lyric. Like, oh, I've been having a real difficult time with Cypher passing through the stage. Well, I'll just simply edge guard instead. And, I'll simply find these jumps, utilize Minmin's really good nair, and the spot dodge a little bit too early. Ram forced off stage. Bad position here from Ram, but they do find their way back to ledge, but are sent right back to it.
Yeah, still, JayCruw at this point has done a great job of evening things up here for the Dragon, but once again, Ram so masterfully like threading the needle with all the projectiles and getting really set up here. That's what's making it kind of hard for JayCruw to finish things out here. Grenade explosion, but look at this, just waiting for the option, but not actually pulling the trigger fast enough here. C4 not going to be able to do it, so JayCruw, once again, we're in this last hit for last hit scenario like we saw in game number 1 here, as honestly, Ram should just be looking for this up tilt, but still JayCruw going to be able to find the dash attack, and we'll go all the way out there, find the megawatt forward air, and we're going to game number 3.
Yeah, getting a little bit too comfortable, Ram was, peppering with these low recoveries, utilizing Cypher to pass through the stage and get a couple hits, get cheeky ways back onto stage, and JayCruw just had none of that in these final 2 stocks with both the runoff Nair and into that runoff Megawatt. Plenty of time, plenty of room in order to find that hit. And that is the type of stuff that Ram really needs to be careful of, getting a little bit too comfortable with some of these more lazier recovery routes.
Yeah, absolutely. Going on into game number 3 here. It's going to be kind of an interesting spot that we're into, because stage counter pick is now in Ram's favor here.
Yes.
So now it's going to be a little bit more... It's going to be a little bit weird, right? I can't imagine us going back to Pokemon Stadium. Okay, never mind. We are going back to Pokemon Stadium too, even though I feel like Min does really well on this stage.
I would argue that it's one of her best stages, because like FD is what you would think would be her best stage because of just no interruptions in terms of where you have to land. So you either cover the landing with dash attack or an arm, or you get landed straight on top of, and that's where you find an up tilt or an up smash. Feeling pretty good. But Ram's not going to pick FD. Instead, you go for PS2. You give yourself a little bit of a platform mix-up, but it still offers a lot of the same strengths that a wide, relatively flat stage, especially with close side blast zones, like all of that offers Min so much. So it's on to Ram to really utilize it for what Snake has, which is these close ledges and these high potential for damage output.
Already starting off really strong, though, here. We got a little bit of the percentage lead here going on for Ram. So far, nothing touched for JayCruw, as look at this. Ram now kind of in house mode. Yo, these mid-air Nikitas, I'm going to lose my professionalism real quick. These mid-air Nikitas are kind of crazy for Ram, I'm not going to lie.
I'm literally losing it. I do not see a lot of Snake players
I've never
use
seen anybody do that.
mid-combo Nikita. Like, sure, all right, if it works.
He's flying through the air and throwing out the hitbox, which makes it, like, very genius, but it's also so crazy with the movement here.
Foxhound trains him different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Haha, Metal Gear reference.
Gotta go.
We're trying to see this ledge trap here. A lot of these Nair coverages from JayCruw have been really, really nice on some of the rolls from ledges and general roll-ins. This is no jump on the part of Ram. You just have to complete the edge guard, and JayCruw does it with the easiest of 1-2s.
And starting off, too, this, I mean, stock 1, still with a little bit of life left back in, at least for the moment here, just punch the Nikita, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So the fun thing about Nikita is that if you hit it, it disables the on-contact hitbox. That's nice, right? Well, Ram can just pull up the Nikita and the hitbox will activate again. Speaking of hitboxes, that forward smash is going to set up for the perfect of edgeguard, and that's Nikita number 2, Electric Boogaloo, finishing off stock number 2 from JayCruw21.
Bars. There you go, Henry. You got it. Eminem? Nah. This guy named Ubel. Anyway, JayCruw gonna do their best right now to go on in and try and even things up. But now Ram actually with a great lead right now. Once again, I'm been kind of judging the set by how long these stocks have been going on. And honestly, some of these stocks have been going up to 130, 140. So Ram in a really, really good spot right now, especially with a couple more of these explosions going off here, as now JayCruw is starting to bleed out here in game number 3. We saw this a little bit earlier when they were fighting the Steve player, but now look at this. It's kind of the hard part about fighting Snake, right, Ubel? I mean, all this chip damage makes it so hard to believe that you can come back.
Yeah, JayCruw definitely really feeling the burnout of a long set against Ram as that up tilt almost closing out the stock there. Ram just setting up for a back air of his own, the sweeping back, almost closing out the stock. I love that disengage from the Nikita so you could get the air dodge up instead. Really getting creative, but so is JayCruw with that giant up B, hitting him in the blast zone and giving himself a real fighting chance here in game number 3.
You just essentially have to play perfect, and then you're stuck here, so you have to be a little bit mindful. Going to be able to transfer it back, though. So look at this, though. Ram going to be able to transfer it back again. Good shield, though, recognizing that we're in a little bit of trouble here, especially on the ledge. Here comes Nikita. We'll see if she'll have the same effect here, but now there's the sliding down tilt into the up tilt, and now we're going to be able to at least take back center stage, at least for a moment, before Ram is able to slide right through and get that up tilt, securing his spot in Losers Finals.
Some real clever plays there from Ram, and that's the benefit. That was the kind of unseen benefit, as both of us were kind of suspecting, like, why would you go back to Pokemon Stadium 2?
That's what I was concerned about.
Yeah, the platforms, the side platforms, were positioned in such a way where that was where JayCruw was standing whenever they would want to use arms to hit underneath the stage or hit that ledge hang that you typically would. That's where JayCruw would want to position himself. Well, if Ram just puts a C4 there, suddenly there's no more offstage pressure. You have to come and get Ram, which he can avoid with some solid mix-ups, or you hold center and play a very, very bare-bones min-min. And a bare-bones min-min is a predictable min-min. So good job on Ram to funnel JayCruw into one or two styles of play, both of which have proper counterplay.
Absolutely. Really good stuff. Once again, JayCruw Seed 10 getting fourth here at Fusion number 166 that I didn't forget the second time. This has been a very weird top 8. So to make it this far as well, beating out really good players like Marcus, for example, and Juice, really good wins. So congratulations to them. But we are going to be seeing a Snake, of course, in top 3.
Yeah, so if there's anything when it comes to the seeding here tonight, we do have seeds 1, 2, and 3 populating the top 3 of this bracket
for once.
Yeah, for once, for the first time in a long time. But it will be Jackal waiting in grand finals, and he will be awaiting the winner of Beast and Ram, who will be serving up to you right here at Losers Finals.